Hey Ronnie, how you doing? Trying to get set up with the cooler and everything here. All right. Welcome in. I think we're going to try to go up to Windsor tonight. Let me make sure I'm charging here, which I am. I got two devices going. I got the cooler and I got the phone being charged. Please hit the thumbs up button. It is appreciated if you're coming in. Let's get off to a good start. Thank you. Yeah, let's hit that thumbs up button. I've got my mail is blowing up today. Ooh. Not really hot today, but the sun came out earlier. It's bright. I started another load of tomatoes outside. Man, just trying to keep up with this tomato harvest is something. I think I planted 12 bushes of these San Marzanos, man. I must be up around 100 pounds of tomatoes by now. Please hit the thumbs up button, guys. We got 16 people and only 4 thumbs up. I know tomorrow I got to remember to take the van in. I got my alarm. Shit, sorry boys. I got my alarm set a little earlier. This damn thing keeps falling down. It's hard because I'm running the cooler because it takes up a lot of the space. I usually clamp onto the phone. So that sucks. Listen to that wheel. That's some ugly sound, boys. That's an ugly sound. Please hit that thumbs up button. Like up the stream if you're coming in. I smell an expensive day tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back in a second, boys. Stand by. Who else we got in here? We got Brad. How are you? No, I didn't see the Mariners lost. Hey, Sean. What's going on, Trog? How you doing? I'm not sure if I'm cooking today. I might have some of my restaurant grade spaghetti tonight. love these local businesses in this county. They have so much pride and arrogance. They shut down their business because they can't make it, and then they say, well, we've achieved all the goals we wanted to achieve. Like, what the fuck, man? I get so tired of the lying in this culture today. Fuck, man, if you screw up, you say you screwed up. What the hell? Come on, dude. Don't be a fish. Woof! You know, nobody can admit that they had a bad idea. And I admit it 10 times a day I had a stupid idea. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it, guys. Thank you. We're underway for a Wednesday trash day in the hood. Finally, tomorrow I'm going to get the van looked at. So I'm going to be up early. I'm going to go down there because I got to walk back to the house. It ain't that far. It'll give me a chance to get my morning walk in. God knows you always have to gird your loins when they call you. Yeah, let's hit that thumbs up on this doggone phone holder. Because I'm running a cooler, it's really difficult to keep this thing in the holder. So we're going to talk about what's going on today. Why? Because I had so many people write me this morning, this afternoon, and rather than sit there and address 17 people individually, we're going to talk about some stuff. Yeah, I don't even know if vaping is any better than smoking for you. I don't know. I don't think any of that crap you put in your lungs is good. Sure. Well, we're in you know, boys, we're in the end times. The plates are rocking. Or as they would say on the trailer park, boys, the tectonic plates of shit are moving together, creating a shitstorm. Don't fall down, mother. Tectonic plates of shit. Oh, maybe Flag Girl's here today. Honestly, I got kind of a look at her up close. It wasn't quite. She's a nice gal, but looked like a little hard duty on this in the sun. Kind of took that face down a notch or two. Well, we are running the cooler today. What the hell is this guy doing? The hell is he stalled out? All right, here we go, boys. Come on. What's this dope doing? Let's see if our Flag Girl is up here. the pink. There she is, boys. There she is. In the pink. Oh shit, that ain't her. Oh shit, what a disappointment. Oh hell, man. Some dude standing there. Alright, let's hit that thumbs up button. I'm on the fault line. I'm at the intersection of 3. Why do you think the city of Santa Rosa has been traditionally more devastated by earthquake than any other city? More people died per capita here in 1906 than San Francisco. 1969, smashed again, boys. That's why this town is so ugly looking. There's nothing cool anymore. I'm on the Healdsburg Fault, Rogers Creek Fault, and San Andreas. How you like me now? I talk the truth, Trog. I talk to what people talk about, babe. My mailbox is popping today. For the people, I didn't believe you till I saw. I didn't believe what you were saying about government manipulation until I saw what the Treasury did today. Yeah, okay. Now you see it. All these shenanigans, all that bullshit as we hit $40 trillion. Yeah, go ahead, man. Take my spot. That's cool. You know, Trog, some people just aren't conditioned to hear truth. They just want to have their ears tickled with nonsense. They want people blowing sweet nothings into their ears. Those days are long gone. What is this dude doing? I'm not one to hold back, and people are grateful for that. Come on, dude, are you gonna move? Come on, move, dick. Christ, what are you doing? What an asshole. God almighty, man, move! What a dipshit. All this bullshit gonna just park right in the middle of the damn road. What a dumbass. Stand by, boys. Oh, man. No, I didn't hear that, Brett. How you doing, Joni? You're exactly right, Trog. That's 100% right. How you doing, Dr. Frankenstein? When we put on $1 trillion of debt in 5 months, yeah, it's concerning, right? And there's no way I can put a good thing on it, but it was nice to have at least 4 people today said, you know what, the shit you've been talking about is correct. Yeah, today's the first day, Roosevelt, that I saw true government manipulation in there. Better get used to it, guys. You think you live Trog, you think you live in a free market economy? Think again, my boy. Think again, my boy. We'll get into that a bit. I'm just enjoying coffee a little bit here. So yeah, I'm a little steamed up. A little bit steamed up. Let me turn this down. Let me see. Something happened to my notification. Yeah. Hi, Miss Tree. How are you? Dr. Frankenstein, good to see you. Tonight I might roll up to Windsor in a bit, but I've been asked to cover this topic today, and I'm going to cover it. So we're going to wait till a few more people come in. Hope everybody had a good day. I have a, hey Blue, I put out another load of tomatoes to sun dry. These Dr. Frankenstein I salted this batch, so I think that they're gonna go probably a little faster. Plus the sun came out earlier today, so it's very low humidity, very good drying situation. Perfect weather for drying. It's overcast and a little tiny bit of humidity in the morning, but I don't put my tomatoes out until the sun's out. Yeah, it's my Johnny Unitas jersey. Tara gave me this a few years ago. Yeah, so in case you guys didn't hear, we officially hit $40 trillion of debt now, which is kind of astounding, because when you see the rate of growth now of debt, it's starting to reach a point where the government can't, you know, it's impossible to hide the fear factor that's going on there. No, to me, the salt helped to keep the flies off of it. How you doing, 71 Cowboys? And to get that directed. That direct intent sun is on it. And I wouldn't mind some that are salted. They'd be even more flavorful, because I'm going to be using them for tomatoes. But boys, I'm buried in tomatoes. I'm tomatoed out. My ass is going to look like a tomato. One of the most consistent themes I've been hitting for the last couple years is the biggest threat always to markets is the cost of money. And that's never changed, because you might, like, the stock market has been very high because there's very few competing investments that were attractive people. You couldn't put your money in a bank for, I don't know, 2%, 0.5% interest rate. Shit, my Bank of America, they don't want people depositing money. You have $25,000, $30,000. They want to give you 0.1% savings rate, and then you put this picture on of a happy family with their dog, like they're, oh, get tied into better rates today. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, what turnip truck do you think we rolled in on? Yes, the market's trying to tell us a lot, and we're going to get into that today, because that's a very critical thing. Because at what point, every month going forward, we're breaking new ground in Treasury operations here, stuff we didn't have to do before. Oh well, that's pretty cool, buddy guy. He comes out here. He's played in at the Luther Burbank Center here for the performing arts. So my point is today is that the commercial banks don't want to fiddle around. They don't make, you know, it's more money now handling small savings accounts than it's worth. And somebody asked me, well, Rosie, what the hell are you doing now? You're obviously not in stocks. I told you yesterday I trade around the position of agro, AGRO. It's an excellent trading vehicle. It's very, it's very, makes big moves up and down and up, so it's a good thing. But that's not a lot. I have a Vanguard account, and the money right now is going into brokered CDs. And that's the advantage of having a broad line. Now, I know for a fact that Vanguard's going to blow up in a year. I know it's going to be, they'll, for lack of a better word, and pardon my language, they'll be so fucked when it comes time to handling redemptions of people that they'll declare a force majeure. We can't allow any more redemptions or whatever. Sorry, we just have to do a little bit at a time. I know that's coming, but it's not going to affect. Yes, for the scary body. They're doubling the long end supporting anything that. Were they seeing they made that move back? Well, think about what most, before we really tear into it, think about what most of consumer finance is now structured on. It's now structured around because auto loans have gone out to 7 to 10 years. You can imagine that. Imagine 10 years, boys. They'd be cranking your ass down into the ground, and that note's still there ready to be. Your estate's going to pay off that note as your body slowly dips below ground level. Your car loan's tied to it. Your mortgage is tied to it. Any consumer loans, I don't even know, where in the hell do you go to get a consumer loan anymore? SoFi or all the, these independent shit. Banks don't want to do consumer lending. Ken, define what you mean when you say, do you think Vanguard will be in the next 2 to 4 years? In what way are you talking about? As an institution or, obviously you don't invest in Vanguard. It's a private, it's not publicly listed. So you say, will it be good? You have to define that a little better so that it can be sensible. My credit union at the cost of money. Well, you've already seen some things. Yes, Trod, we are. It's the second that's creating the first. Okay, but the Fed loves. And the Treasury loves spreading the cover story of inflation. Because that's inflation that people experience, but inflation now is down to the 2% level. It's not inflation. It has to do with the structural debt problem here. Brussels sprouts pizza. So Ken says, I was hoping it will be making good interest benefits. Here's the problem that Schwab, the Vanguard, the T. Rowe prices, the Fidelities are going to run into the big settlement and custodian funds. Okay, it holds, I don't know how many trillions of dollars of retirement monies. Think about over time, and when I was starting out in the 1980s, there was really only Fidelity, T. Rowe Price. Vanguard was very small. Everybody was in money markets and all that shit. Merrill Lynch, Payne Weber, Jackson Curtis, Mitchell Hutchins, Smith Barney. There weren't a lot of choice. There weren't a lot of mutual companies like today. And then over 40 some years, every month people religiously cranking money into retirement accounts. It's been a slow trickle in of dependable money every month that's going to try to drive the market upward, regardless of what the economy's doing, regardless of what's going on in the real world, that flow just keeps going in. People have said to me, well, great, that's dollar cost averaging, and if shit hits the fan, I buy more of it when I go in. But the thing is, your investment flow over the last 2 years in particular has become hyper concentrated in 7 companies. Over 60% of every dollar going into the quote S&P 500 you think is diversified is actually hyper concentrating your risk, because most 60 cents of every dollar going in is going to those 7 companies. That's a problem. That's a problem. It's the very opposite of intelligent investing. And it's the very opposite of all the canons of diversification. But they'll tell you, hey, you're invested in the S&P 500. No, you're not. You're invested in the 7 sisters. And it's all good until the 7 sisters run into some problems. And, well, they were beautiful cash flow machines. Their free cash flow was amazing. They could buy in their own stock, reduce the pie to how many pieces it's going to be cut in. It was a very virtuous, very glorious system. Then they got the AI bug up their ass. They took all that free cash flow, they took all the money in their treasury, and they just threw it into AI. Why? Because of a fear. They don't know why the other one's doing it. They don't even know if it's paying out, but they don't want to be the odd guy out that's, hey, we don't have AI. We know what Apple said, we'll be the odd person out. We're not going to play the game. So now, you're starting to see Google make moves with YouTube and things and change the way the monetization, all kinds of things. Because, boys, they're tightening their belt. They know it's going to be tough times coming up, and they're all in on this AI thing. And if it doesn't go good, it's going to have some real implications for the future. So to get to your specific question, Ken, when you have a slow trickle in over, what, how many years? Almost over 40 years of going in a one-way trip, in. And then all of a sudden, the obvious wolf is at the door. You can't hide it anymore. You can't put it behind the screen like the Wizard of Oz. Don't look at that, don't look at that man behind the screen. I am the great and powerful Oz. Boom, 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 boom. People suddenly see, fuck, man, this is bad. And then what does everybody do, Ken? They do what they did with Blue Owl and some of these other, they start to hit the redeem button on their investment. And then the news worsens and more people hit the redeem button. Now, everybody can't get it. This is what I say. People say, you know, they're millionaires on paper. It's paper. Elon Musk would be lucky to convert 1/10 of his paper wealth. Because his massive holdings don't go out at a set price. They go at it whatever the market will bear. The same thing with people when they start to puke and disgorge their retirement. And they're probably going to be at such tremendous volume that it's going to overwhelm the sell side of the system. And that's when they're going to step in, and the Fed's going to set up, and the Treasury's going to have emergency circuit breakers. Be patient, everybody. Everybody will get their money. In the meantime, the news will worsen, and the people will worsen, and you'll just have this cascade of just built-up pressure behind the dam that goes. That's the problem when you hyper-concentrate assets into very few portfolios. And then, God forbid, the automation breaks down. The system gets so overwhelmed with orders that it just becomes a cluster F. That's exactly right, Trog. Yeah, gold should be tier 1. I'm not telling anybody to buy and sell, boys. I'm just telling you. Think about the one-way street it's going to be. Much worse than 2008 when the real estate went. People were like, "Hey, man, I'm cool. I'm in stocks. I'm in the S&P 500, which is good." People that had houses and stuff, they got a beat down. But now the worst part about it is that we have tax overlays of it. So people can no longer make economic decisions based on analysis. They have to make decisions based on also considering taxes. And just suppose theoretically, Tron, that your tax situation ties your hands at the worst possible time. Well, as the guys I work with in the investment department used to say, when that happens, you no longer have a tax problem. These guys were brutal. You don't need to dang eyes every down the road looks rough. And that's exactly right. But you have to recognize, Trog, that we've been subject to increasing manipulation here in terms of the economy. We're a very Marxian economy, and today we got another dose of the Marxist approach to, there's no free market anymore in the bond market, the Treasury market. What can the Treasury say? Trump comes out, he starts bashing on Switzerland today. Why does Switzerland have 0.5% interest rate when we have almost 4.75%? We shouldn't buy a damn thing from Switzerland. Well, I can tell you why. It doesn't have to do with inflation, boys. It has to do with proper management of finances. They're like one of the last vestiges that still has a bit of common sense to keep their value of their money and to keep their finances in order so people feel like it's a safe haven. So when I see the president coming out and starting to bash and it ain't right, and he can't yell at Kevin Marsh, the new Fed chairman, he put him in there. So now it's the other governors. Well, Biden appointed some, I appointed some, Obama appointed some. Now it's the Federal Reserve Board situation. Trog, that's for individual people to decide. I'm not a financial manager. I just wake people's eyes up to what's going on a big macroeconomic level. The bottom line, the real foundation stone of all of this discussion today is the fact that the risk of running our fiscal policy is getting riskier here. Used to be rock solid. No one would ever doubt that the fiscal house would always be in order. The U.S. dollar always the reserve currency. For the first time in my lifetime, that's being challenged right now. What you got, Sean? For the first time in my life, that's being challenged. And that has implications. If people start to shy away, people overseas, stop seeing, oh, I'll bet you are, Sean. People stop seeing safe havens and they start to see a house of screw up. What would Switzerland have done different? Probably raised taxes 20 years ago. Always make sure they were running balanced budgets. try to pay down debt over time. We've done the exact opposite thing. Okay, fine. So now the president doesn't like the long end of the bond market. I don't think that's right. That 10-year note should be at 4.7% or whatever. It's starting to slow down. Home sales are slowing down. Auto sales are slowing down. Retail sales are slowing down. Inflation's slowing down. So to his way of thinking, he's like, well, shit, in the past when things slowed down, the interest rates would go down. Well, we've got obvious signs of slowdown of an economy that's taking out data centers. It's actually in a contractionary mode. It's shrinking right now. Yet interest rates are going the opposite direction. This is almost unprecedented. So, of course, the president feels very frustrated. Like, well, what now can we do? Calls up Scott Bess, and Scott, dude, I put Kevin Warsh in. He can't cut rates because the 3 and 6 month T-bill rates are above the Fed funds rate now. Can't do that. So it's probably a waste to put that boy in. So what do you got next, Scott? What's next in the bag of tricks? He said, well, Mr. President, we look at the cheap end of the yield curve. We go all the way down to the short-term money. Let's issue all of our paper down there to take advantage of the 3.81 or whatever, the 3.9%. We'll sell paper down there, take that money, and we'll buy 10-year. We'll buy in our debt up there on the 10-year. Well, it's one hand to the other. You know, it's all like a shell game now. And today, I think it happened because somebody said, why did it happen today, Rosie? It happened today because the debt hit $40 trillion today. A big ass round number. In the White House, the Treasury, the Feds knew people would be talking, oh wow, $40 trillion, that was fast. So he said, we got to have a game plan today, boys, to counter this. And, you know, they played their little shell game. Got a little bit of what they wanted, but the market wasn't really buying. It wasn't exciting. It's like, ooh, we're doing some weird shit here now. Oh, you're beautiful, Sean. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Our daddy's in Trillion Eyes ever been. Sorry to hear that, Kelly. So, if you do have cash, which there's less cash of because there's a scramble for cash right now because, you know, with the rates of the banks have to compete with deposits too. And they're telling the president, right, okay, bro, you put pressure on this Fed chairman to cut the discount rate. It makes it harder than ever for us to raise money. So they start to see money flowing out of there. So I guess we're building a cash squeeze here. Yeah, it's the highest it's ever been, Sean. It's a one-way trip. So what am I doing? I'm rolling into, I have 2 weeks ago I bought a brokered CD. Matures in November. I'm seeking out the highest commercial yield out there. And I'm putting it in that, and my plan is to just roll that. That's it. Because I know interest rates are going to be going higher. And it's going to be like a replay of the 1970s. Not a fan of shell games. They do a lot to undermine confidence in the system. What I never hear anybody talk about is a plan to reduce debt. Why not? Because we're so far beyond that now, it's not even practical in terms of raising the revenue to make that happen. So the other question that Trog asked the other day, which was exactly the right question, is, well, okay. Now what happens when tax revenue slows down to the United States Treasury? Then you have an even bigger gap develop between what you're spending and what you're taking in. And the problem becomes exasperated because remember, right now we're in this, people told me, Rosie, we're in a boom time now. I had Boy Blue telling me we're booming, we've never been busier. To which I said, well, where's the trickle-down effect for everybody else? As I said before, this is the first boom in 50 years I've been actively observing markets. Did a so-called boom and a market at all-time highs had absolutely zero benefit to Main Street at all. Zero. What if they as big as that? On the truck and anything. Let's see, what if AI's biggest economic country ain't replacing workers, it's finding all the trucks and machines we're in and putting them to work. But they have to be economically viable. I'm not sure, Super. But Trog, you're falling into the Pennsylvania, you're falling into the Pittsburgh region problem here. Suppose it's not labor, but suppose it's putting all that equipment, land and stuff to use. Well, I would say to you, why isn't it naturally being put to use? Pittsburgh looks at the problem and says, well, probably need somebody to spearhead the movement, so we're going to put in the federal government, we're going to invest $300 million into this battery plant. It's going to create a couple thousand jobs. Yes, it's going to cost $140,000 per job to the taxpayers, but maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. The other four companies that are, quote, booming out there, they all have loans from the state, grants from the local. In other words, Trog, we seem to be past the era where we can just have natural demand for a battery factory. Or natural demand for something. It all has to be government underwritten. This is a false economy. This is a fake Potemkin Village bullshit facade that gets increasingly managed and out of control. And it's like a shell game. Behind the curtain, and as long as confidence stays, it's good, boys. But the second that curtain goes down, right now, Trog, you have primary dealers, Chase, Wells, 30, 40 primary dealers. They can't take any more government paper. When you become a primary dealer, you sign an agreement with the federal government that says, we're going to take whatever you're offering. And we'll worry about we'll worry about putting it in portfolios. And it's too hard now. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Never trust enough to really get in. I was in the market heavily until about 4 years ago. And then I saw the early warning signs of increasing levels of manipulation. 4 years ago, 2 years ago, I told, what did I say, Ronnie, 3 years ago? 2024 will be a year to forget. 2024 will be a year to remember, and 2025 will be a year to forget. Well, I'm a couple of years too early. But the one thing I consistently said, there comes a time where you can't run the shell game on interest rates anymore. And consequently, in the face of a slowing economy, we have rising pressure on interest rates. This is unprecedented in American history, except in times of Civil War, Revolutionary War times when the country was very shaky. We've always had the benefit of the reserve currency. Every time the economy slowed down, interest rates would come down. It's the far opposite of Argentina. Every time the economy slowed down, interest rates would go batshit crazy up. Because people knew the big claw would be going out there to grab more money. How you doing, Buttercup baby? So that's what I'm looking at now. How much is the rest of the world willing to finance our standard of living? I guess, Trog, that's the bottom line question. The worst educational system in the world, the most unproductive people per capita in the world, the most government borrowing per capita. And now the president's got to lay heavy into the defense industry and pump that up. It will be an eye-opener. Because unlike the 1970s where interest rates climbed up to 18%, people had cash then. They had a big buffer of savings. Our savings rate is at a historic low. We have no buffer of cash. People are hand to mouth, hand to mouth. Therefore, higher interest rates are going to have a much higher impact than they did in the 1970s and peaked in 1980, 81. Plus, people had enough cash they could take advantage of rising money market rates like I did. Shit, you're getting 16% on T-Row price, government ready cash, and things like that. Well, don't laugh, Elmer. Germany ain't much better, bro. So it's just food for thought. Ronnie will constantly put down a disclaimer. These are just Rosie's opinions. I'm not sure, Doggy. I don't venture too much into the political side. I just kind of stay on the finance and economic side. Because I see things that the financial press is under pressure not to report. That there's a fire in the boiler room, crippling their economic independence. I mean, Germany did so many things wrong, Dr. Frankenstein. They bought into the whole open borders bullshit. They imported millions of people from Turkey to mine coal. And now they've lost their national, they're another one in Europe that's lost their national character. And it shows. Somebody said to me, well, is there a chance that we could escape this coming in the future? And I said, well, sure, there's a chance the sun could rise in the west tomorrow. They imported the Turks to work the coal mines because it was the kind of work that the Germans said that people didn't want to do, which is probably false. They just didn't pay enough. And the companies wanted to maximize profits, so they went to the government and said, look, we can't get people to work in the mines anymore. We need the coal. These Turks are excellent at, yeah, but they're Muslim, they're Islamic. They're good with the shovels, they work hard. Okay, bring them in. Germany used to be the powerhouse industrial heart of Europe. Now they're racked with social programs and social unrest, and people, you can see the rise of the Aryan nation thing again. You'd have to be an idiot. The economic union bound all these countries together. And for many years, Dr. Frankenstein, there was free border passage between them. So if a poor nation joined the European Economic Union, their people could go into Germany, France, not England, but they could go in wherever the hell they wanted to go. So they were really the first ones that kicked off the open borders and brought in people from people that did not believe in the nation. They did not share the faith. The only thing that they were interested was not being good German citizens. It was getting the hell in there and making money. Same thing we had here. There were no people crossing the border waving American flags. Hey, Vanilla Rain. How are you? We had a different kind of immigration. We had economic immigration. And we're similar to a situation in the 1880s to the 1910 period where you'll start passing laws to keep people out. Let's not get sidelined here. People came here to hear a high-level discussion, and it's important stuff you're talking about, but I'm just saying, Germany was really a lot of the origination of a lot of immigration problems that later plagued the rest of Europe. What I'm just telling people focus on is, hey, Angus Kisses, how you doing? Just focus on the realities of the gamesmanship that has to be played now just to keep the financial lights on. How can it have a good end? That's the question I would ask Boy Blue. We had 2 turkeys gone. Well, they were the rich people, right? Yeah, we've been spoiled by cheap gasoline prices. I'm next to a guy that has a full-blown Toyota TRO, massive V8, turbocharging. I don't know, God knows how many horsepower. It's probably 3,800 pounds. I can tell you, he's got a shell on the back. I can tell this dude's truck has never seen a load. Never seen a load. But I don't care. I mean, people can spend the money that they want. Please hit that thumbs up button, guys, if you enjoy intelligent conversation. Today was a very important day to talk about. And I guess the president believed if we just get rid of Jerome Powell, the next guy will absolutely lower interest rates. Well, the next guy came in, took a look at the books, took a look at what the market rates were setting, free market rates were setting. Is that I don't got room to cut here. Our Fed funds rate should be above these market rates, not below it. We don't want people coming borrowing from us. We want people going borrowing from the free market. What the hell, boys? So I guess in a way I was very surprised by a rather juvenile knowledge of finance on the part of the president. But the president is a delegator. You're not required to have that knowledge. But you would think the Treasury Secretary would pull him aside and just say, look, we got to lighten up, man. We got to get off of this kick of talk about, Fed's got to cut this, and why is Switzerland's rate so low, and we shouldn't buy anything from them, and well, the reason why, Dougie, is Europe has always had the idea that they don't want a lot of cars on the road because some of these nations are small. They have ancient villages, they have ancient roadways, ancient architecture that doesn't easily accommodate expansion. In America, we had wide open spaces. Plenty of concrete, plenty of space to lay down ribbons of highways. Plenty of cheap gas. We're still the #1 oil producer in the world. They don't produce anything over there. So it's in their interest to have very fuel efficient cars. They're small, able to get through little tunnels through medieval buildings and shit. Well, I guess beyond that, Buttercup baby, I would say that the listening doesn't even matter anymore. It's like this situation is now transcended to a whole new, what became a United States problem is a whole geopolitical problem now. As I said yesterday, we're outstanding consumers, but we don't make a hell of a lot. And we've had this luxury of having an unlimited credit card. It never gets called. The bar tab never has to be settled up. And now that seems to be coming to an end. My biggest concern has never been of an economic nature. It's been of a socio-political nature. Once times get tough, we have multiple generations that have never experienced tough times. They think they're living in tough times now. How will they adapt to that? How you doing, Desert? Well, they'll adapt the same way that people in the 30s did. They'll be pissed off. And with that, that anger, they're not going to sit tight and just take their seats and sit calmly. We already see that they're getting stronger, the people that are undercutting society on the streets now, and policing is getting weaker. It's ironic at the same time that you need more policing. You start to hear this stupidity of defund police. How you doing, Mystery? So anybody said I don't take a fair and balanced view, it's not correct. If it crosses parties, it crosses parties. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Nobody that sat in the White House, and, very few people would believe cared about the debt at the time that, very few people cared about debt at the time he was running. It's a populist position. Every president's always said they're going to reduce the debt. Then they get in there and they look at the books and they see the reality of, well, who's going to get cut? Patient lines. You're not going to have patient lines of anything. People haven't been spiritually conditioned to be able to withstand the pain. They're not trained to put the greater good above their own personal desires. That's been beaten out of this nation. So if anything, there's a fragility, there's a brittleness now that snaps. It didn't snap, thank God it came close in 1932, 33, but it didn't break. Let's see. Well, at least I called in here. They are going to mess with this. That's cool. Look, yeah, doggy. Oh well. I'm just saying, but my point is, you run out of options after all. Not once have I heard anybody say, "Well, we're going to have to have an emergency tax," because an emergency tax would be a torpedo into the side of an economy that's already taking on water. So our options are very, plus nobody would get elected. Oh, no, don't you raise that tax, we'll vote you out of office. So today we passed $40 trillion. And I was shocked. I looked back, I said it's been a little less than 5 months, another trillion. That's another $50 trillion added to the annual deficit on a running basis. How you doing, Mystery? We need a right good war. You'll probably get a war, Glasgow. But I have a feeling you won't like it. Because no war is ever fought the way people think it's going to be fought. You look at the stupid, senseless list of World War I. There was no reason for England to get involved, but they shoved themselves into the conflict. And at the end of it all, they went from a creditor nation to a busted nation. Senseless. They lost what, hundreds of thousands of the best, most physically fit people in the nation. Just like Ukraine and Russia are just bleeding each other to death now. Glasgow, I can't see a motivation to take war to Western Europe. Sorry. The war Putin's got going is going worse than he ever imagined it would go. You have Ukrainian drones are striking far into Russia now and wreaking tremendous damage. So if you think that they're going to expand the war when stuff is going so shitty for them, I'll tell you one thing, bro. Poland's chomping at the bit. They can't use nuclear any more than we can, so their hands are tied. They're hooked. How many years into this mess are we now? How you doing, Alan? They should have kept their shit to themselves. And I mean, I don't like it. There's a lot of stuff I don't like about Ukraine. The leadership's terrible. It's corrupt. I don't know how many tens of billions are sitting in foreign bank accounts. AMB, but now I know when we get the call for more defense spending, that's like throwing another gas can onto the fire here. Russia's not going anywhere. They got nothing left to mobilize with. They run these beauty pageants, these weird things, and the people look half dead in the audience. I've never seen unhappier people in my life. And all of them ask the same question. Why? Why, Vladimir? Why? Now Sweden's gone back to the nuclear bomb. Probably not good news for Russia. Canada did away with the nuclears in the 80s. I'm sure people in Canada are talking about. Yeah, so I want people to listen. Yeah, but they're thinking about starting up their program again, Dr. Frankenstein. It's in the news today. They have the technology to easily produce in a very short period of time a viable nuclear weapon. Then I see that Trump wants to go over and visit Kim Jong-un. Probably because he fears that the North Koreans are going to come screaming across the border. They might be green, but they're not stupid politically. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that, Elmer. You be as delusional as you want. Well, to be honest with you, we don't need allies. Allies have never done a lot for us. Dr. Frankenstein. Oh, that's funny. Elmer loves those emojis. Emojis give you a headache. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button if you're coming in. It is appreciated. It's a very good topic tonight. You might not trust Putin, but I would say you're in a pretty good position in Scotland there, or Glasgow. I would say there's very little threat that your annual vacation to the Loch Ness is going to be interrupted. You'll probably be okay. Yeah, he can be back hunting old Nessie. Absolutely, you worry about more. Absolutely, positively, Desert. They have much more intensive problems of internal problems with the way that they had open borders and the way that that screwed that country. Because the people didn't come for a better life, they came for jobs. They came for benefits. No, they didn't come for, they came for benefits. And it didn't take long through the grapevine to learn how to game the system and suck it dry. They care more about these immigrants than they do their own native-born population. But that's a choice they make. It's okay. We never won with the Allies. Allies asked us. We didn't go to Allies. And they were first in the party. We came to them. These are the rest of the people for ridiculous stuff. The United States hasn't counted on any allies when it does its own efforts. We've been there to bail them out in the wars. So I agree with the president. They're useless. I know that, Brett. People come for the handouts and they become immediately trained how to grab the benefits. There's a well set up jungle telegraph system that tells people exactly what they need to say, exactly what to write on the forms for asylum, exactly what to put down for housing, all types of benefits. But that's their country. That's their country. I heard somebody screaming. So, I think China lost more people than Russia. Not only did soldiers get killed, but population was massacred by the Japanese, wholesale slaughtered. But since there was a lack of really good record keeping, we'll never really know. Yeah, thumbs up or appreciate it if you haven't hit the like button. How you doing, Judy? Good to see you. I'm just enjoying a Wednesday afternoon. I got to take the van in tomorrow, but I got a lot of mail today, so I need to address this in one fell swoop. I don't have time to answer everything that comes in. But you will notice that once again, gold and silver are on the march. Even Bitcoin got into the game today. I'm a little peckish today, but otherwise good. I hope you feel better, Judy. If peckish means you're slightly under the weather. What does win mean, Glasgow? It's a war that cannot be fought. It's a war that cannot be fought. It's not even worth thinking about it. Everything is by proxy. And that's the limiting factor. There's no easy end game when you get involved in these proxy wars. But the good news is I sense that Iran is very close to the edge of just imploding right now, and that's good. People inside have hit the limit. They've had it. It reaches a point where death becomes more viable than a continuation of the status quo. Glasgow, no, you wouldn't get an unconditional surrender in a regular war. In a convention, you wouldn't get an unconditional surrender in a conventional war. Between the United States and Russia, it would be to the finish. And perhaps that's what the world's looking at the future, a three-way nuclear exchange. Russia has no ability to take Ukraine. They're racking up heavy losses with the Ukrainian action now. Putin never imagined the war would ever be brought to Moscow, and it's right outside his window now. It's like his worst nightmare is to see the oil refinery, boom, boom. Give the Loch Ness Monster an Uzi. We'll never know, Brett. In my opinion, it's two forces that will never see face-to-face confrontation. The Loch Ness Monster. You can see now the uselessness of nuclear arsenals in a modern world. It's building something that'll never be used unless by idiots. Well, they're in the strongest industrial position, Sean. We looked at our weaponry, didn't like what we saw, but you know, it's not the kind of thing you snap your finger and it's kicking out of a factory somewhere. I went on the boat on Loch Ness. They have a digital depth. Did you see the Loch Ness Monster? Too funny. There's your bloody Loch Ness. I can't even understand what Scottish people are saying. It's like put your translator on. I don't know Glasgow. Everything I know about Glasgow came from the movie Train Spotting. Yeah, but Iran is ready to go internally. They're just hanging on by a thread right now. Less and less food, less and less commerce, more desperation of merchants are losing their businesses left, right, and center. It doesn't make for a happy people. It makes for revolution. Spot by the water. I don't know. Did you see anything? Let's see. Hey Alex, how are you doing? No, you don't have to announce. No, Alex, I never put an air tag on moderators. You come and go exactly as you please. There's no duties here. This is my gratefulness to you all. You come and go as you please. Working pretty good today. What the hell's back? Oh, they were pressure washing the hotel. Of course, I did not see Nessie. Thank you. Never saw a Loch Ness Monster. You just weren't looking close enough. Hey, Nix. Nessie. Of course, it's a fabrication. It's good for tours. You get a couple people out there with a small boat with some weird looking thing. You just float around on top. Snap a couple pictures with a potato. Put it in the newspaper, and everybody and his mother's coming and doing depth soundings and sonar, and hotels are full. It's beautiful. Hey, you seen bloody Loch Ness? Aye, I seen it. They go in the bars. Aye, I seen it with my own eyes, boys. It came out of the water. I was there fishing for the shore, and it came up right beside me. I couldn't even bloody believe the motherfucker was so big. Everybody's there with their eyes. Woo. Everybody's mesmerized. It keeps people spellbound at the bar listening to the tales like the old captain in the Jaws. When the Indianapolis went down, boys, they were floating around. All night long, Chief, I could hear it screaming. And there was another one of my mates went below the waves. It's all good for Chamber of Commerce crap. It ripped me friend Jack in the testicles. Oh, come on, Brett. Another image we can't shoot with anything but a potato. We live in a world with 12K digital videography, and everybody's out there with a potato. Yeah, nice Yeti cooler. I am Bigora, boys. Yeah, I want you boys to go out in this boat and put this thing over your heads and just float around the water a bit. There's a grand call for every now. These American tourists. Oh, shit. Too funny. You think it's natural to have all this tourism in Europe and Venice and Greece and Italy? It just shows you the dangers of too much funny money and a fake economy with so much overconsumption. It's unnatural in an economy to have that much consumption of luxury goods, which travel is. So of course these places are overrun with people. Who's that for, Kelly? I have been to Scotland, Glasgow. You've been to a lot of the Scotch houses, the famous Scotch whiskey houses. Oh, you well. Well, thank you, Kelly. That's sweet of you. You well. You well. I feel loved today. Bing. Do 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 do. Yeah, my preference would be the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. But they've been making Scotch whiskey a hell of a lot longer than... I think some of those places date from the 1200s or something, I don't know. Oh, man. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shine, shine, shine on me. Do, do, do. I went to the LCB, the Licensed Canadian Beverage Outlet, after work. What kind of person are you, Glasgow? I think if you tried some single malts, you would see the same one. Well, bourbon is aged. My difference is, Dr. Frankenstein, my difference is that, okay, you're drinking hard. My difference is that bourbon is corn liquor, predominantly corn-based, that is aged in new American oak charred barrels. I can't think of anything comparable in the process of Scotch whiskey that is using charred barrels and, you know, corn. Yeah, I don't like Tennessee whiskey, Glasgow. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Hey, Lavender, how are you? Greetings from Russia. How are you, honey? Keep your head down low, babe. I don't want any drones flying into you. 1763. Well, whiskey, desert whiskey is an acquired taste. It doesn't come natural to people. It does not come natural to people. I'll check it in a bit, Kelly. I'm in kind of a tenuous situation with this holder. I don't even want to touch this thing right now. This holder's ready to bust loose. I got to be up early tomorrow. They're going to get my van into the shop. I got to let Caesar see what's going on with the rear wheel. Could be ugly tomorrow. I'm smelling an expensive day, boys. I get a touch thing. I get it. Scotch is aging. No cancer. It's over there. Yeah, but it's not a charred oak. Majorca was nice. Sean, where is Majorca? Is that off the coast of Africa or Spain? You have whatever you like tonight. Kelly, you get those shots and boom, launch yourself to the moon. Spain. Then there's a place, Tenerife, which is a Spanish vacation place. A lot of English go to there. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on smiling. Do 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 do. It's the Mediterranean. I don't know. Some people go to Cyprus, Malta. I don't imagine there's a big tourist trade in Madagascar or Sri Lanka. Chivas are one of the biggest brands of Scotch whiskey. Yeah, that was at, was it 747? Something like that. Stupid, seen some moth. You should get something to eat, Kelly. The Mothman. Look, I need you to get these wings. I'm rubbing a potato over my lens here. I want you to come running through like flying moth wings. The people were scroungers. Scroungers. When you say scroungers, you mean like they're bothering you all the time for hitting you up for money or selling crap tchotchkes? Pickpockets running around? Wow. Okay. Well, same thing happens. You go to India. You'll have a crew of 10 on your tail all the time. And they'll, especially the kids, they'll follow you for miles. Yeah, get that crap out of that storage locker. I love the sun there. These, I got these on Amazon. They're like unbranded. They're just a cheap, clear, blue mirrored. I saw my daughter have them 3 years ago. I said I really like them. And I've been trying to use these ever since. They're really comfortable. They're polarized lenses. Yeah, they're clear plastic on the side, but they're not branded. They don't have anything. They're T3332 C46. It's kind of weird, I know. I don't know. Yeah, they're nice. I like a wider, like a Ray-Ban size. You know, I'm not like Diane Keaton with little peepers. Yeah, the old Boeing, Elmer, the old flying lounge, I used to call it, the 747-800. Needed a hell of a lot of runway to get that baby off the ground, but once it was in the sky, it was staying in the sky. 15 hours later, welcome to Hong Kong. Welcome to Hong Kong, baby. Welcome to Shanghai. Welcome to Peking. Peking, Guanbo Diantai. Nimen hao, Tongsherman hao. Jian Tian Di Tian Chi Fei Zhang hao. Look at Elmer's trying to find a aircraft cross-indexed. Oh, shit. Elmer's in his own world, isn't he? Our boy. Our boy. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. I think I might take some of my tomatoes. Man, I'm so sick of looking at tomatoes. I put out 3 more trays of tomatoes to dry today. No, I don't think it's going to be a late one tonight. I'm getting ready to go up the road to, I thought we might go up to Windsor tonight and walk around a little bit. We haven't been up to Windsor in a while. Germany was nice back in the day. I never got to Germany. Oh boy. But no, I don't think it'll be a long one. I usually save the long ones for Friday, Saturday night. Another Saturday night, and I ain't got nobody. I got some money because I just got paid. No, I don't think it's going to be 2 a.m. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on smiling. I'm having a nice chat. Let's get those thumbs up tonight. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please take a second to do so. Did I change what? My outfit, yeah, I didn't think the A's were cutting it tonight. That's the sound of the man working in the gang. Do, 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 do. I think I'd like to cut up some of these tomatoes and make the restaurant style spaghetti tonight. That might be really nice. I got kind of a craving for some Italian tonight. want to make the fresh sauce. I don't want to use the bottled stuff. You know how I make that restaurant grade? It's so good. And I got some Parmesan trees. Oh, thank you, Tish. I appreciate it. Thank you, sweetie. Blue is the blue. Blue is the blue. I've not made ketchup, Buttercup baby. Thank you for reminding me. I haven't even made the depression ice cream. I've been so busy with processing tomatoes and doing everything else. Charles, how are you? It's hot and humid out here in Palm Springs. Love you too. Charles, is the monsoon up? Charles, what a wonderful person I met in person. Making scallops and pasta tonight. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing more wretched than being in the desert and having the humidity on top of it. I hope you're well, Charles. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Yeah. People were shocked I put a dash of cayenne. If you saw the YouTube short, that galette. Yeah, that's good, Charles. That apple galette was so good. And somebody's like, I can't believe you put a shake of cayenne and ginger too. Yeah. You need to have something to rattle the... There's got to be something unexpected in what you serve. There's got to be something a little... There's got to be a twist in it. And that was just yeah, give it pizzazz. It was just fantastic. It's sliced beautifully. I already had like 2 little slices out of it. Wow, I really missed the apple tree. Just really didn't produce too much. So just when everything was in bloom, bam, the rains came back for a bit. How is Mr. Z doing? I haven't heard from Mr. Z lately. I have not seen him come in. I should probably message him to say hi or something. Blue moon in Kentucky, keep on shining. Roosevelt's going on and studying blue. So I think I'm gonna make the restaurant spaghetti. I gotta cook up some noodles, which is okay. I gotta remember to save the pasta water. That's critical. But I got nice fresh tomatoes I can dice up tonight, which is nice. Sharing is caring. I do make restaurant style, Kelly, as you'll see tonight. Oh, when the sun beats down, boo, 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 upon the roof, boo, doo, doo, you can almost taste the hot dogs and the caramel under the boardwalk. Down by the sea, yeah. Lovey boo 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 under the boardwalk, boardwalk, do 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 do. Seems like you're in good spirits tonight, Kelly. Do 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 do. Juice World. The Drifters. Hey Michael, if you guys like Jack Lemmon, there's another Jack Lemmon movie on with Shirley MacLaine, the same two that did The Apartment, called Irma La Douche. It's a good movie. Either way, the cats need fresh shots and receipts for proof. I'm going, oh wow. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes like 0 sense whatsoever. I'm a Yankee. I'm an island boy. I'm an island boy. Let's get this thing off. Ooh, that's icy cold. Yeah, fasting's crazy. I can't talk to this girl. People gonna do what people are gonna do. Yeah, it's always good to see Charles in the chat. Well, what am I gonna do? I tell you don't fast, right? And you're gonna do what the hell you want to do. I mean, why is it bad? Oh, why do I get a wow? You know, wow, what did I do wrong? I mean, I'm just saying, what the hell? Make it make sense. I hope I don't get a lecture later. Okay. I'm a little nervous about taking the van in tomorrow morning. I hope Caesar remembers I got the appointment, because that shop is just run off the shit, man. It's all run on the fly. I won't be fasting. Well, yeah, I would highly suggest that you eat a good dinner. I would highly suggest that you eat well if you're going to be doing shots. Something I can't do on a Wednesday. Icy cold brew, Elmer. Warsteiner. Give me a Warsteiner, bro. Remove everything from inside. No, I don't have 4 roses Sunday to Saturday. I allow myself 1 shot on a Thursday night, then 2 shots on Friday, maybe 2 shots on Saturday, and then it's just the beer. I believe in a very moderated flow of drinking. What the hell is going on? There's some kind of weird alarm. Well, we'll go with whatever. Thank you for a good chat today. Let's hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Yeah, if you want to see how to make restaurant quality, tonight is the night Tonight's the night complete. I don't know what it is, Buttercup baby. Woo, woo, woo. Between that and a rooster, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, I don't know, Cindy. I don't want to fast. Yeah, I'd be glad to help you. I'm an expert on the Canadian system. You better go meet him and get him to get his stuff out of your storage. Well, I didn't live all my years to be fasting now with that. Because you said you were going to empty out the, you said the good news this guy was taking, wanted to get his stuff out of storage. Hell, the sooner the better, right? Shemay had the same situation. She had a no-count boyfriend who had all of his crap saved up. Stuck in her, she's paying the bill. Oh, boy. No, I don't help Bert with his storage. Nope. Nope. I do not. Let's get this in a better position. We're not running the cooler now. There we go. I can't check DM. It's too high. Let's see. I think I'd like to walk up the hill to see the old, see what they did to the restaurant. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. Shining. I shouldn't drive the van too far with this wheel. This wheel is one ugly mofo. Not going down 10 because they're having the Wednesday night markets. Well, that's okay. It's a shame you got to pay for it. I mean, what the heck? Not cool. Not cool. Oh shit, look at that traffic. Holy smokes. Yeah, we got a situation here, boys. We got a situation. Worse than Toronto. That thing no more looks like a Range Rover than fly around the moon. Look at that thing. Does that look like a Range Rover? Boys, we got traffic everywhere. Above, below, beside, up, down. It's a melee. Dr. Frankenstein, since when is that a Range Rover? Are you kidding me? Wow. How in the hell is that a Range Rover? Hit the thumbs up, moderators. Please, please make sure to tell people to hit the thumbs up. I tell you to go because sooner or later you're going to have, the sooner you do something, the better. I don't mean to get you out of sorts or something, but the sooner you get that stuff high and tight, the better. Straighten that out. Yeah, I don't care. When did it become a model? When did it become a brand? I say it's BS. Driving from the dealer's lot to the junkyard. Go ahead, bro. Slide in. There you go. Yeah, Ronnie hasn't said there have been any signal problems lately, so that's cool. Yeah, you might as well drive it from the dealer lot to the junkyard. We're stuck in the traffic, boys. Yeah, they're not, I don't know what it is, Buttercup baby. They've lost their way. I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, I don't know. Hey, you know what? Buy what you want to buy. Buy what you want to buy. If it makes you happy, like I like the Volkswagens, the Tiguan, and some other ones. I'm going down to Katani tonight. Again. Woo! Cop over there, somebody's whole program got cocked over today. Their whole program's cocked over. It's cocked right over. Kentucky, keep on shining, dropping that bourbon on me, 'cause I love the Red River Valley, and my grandma's moonshine for me. Don't need no Range Rover. 76 degrees. Shut down for bait, for everything else. Who the hell saw that coming? What the hell, boys? Gone. Gone. They took that mofo right out. We're ripping along at 80. There's the big casino over there. I haven't been in there in a year. Ooh, I want to piss my money away at the great casino today. Woo! Bore myself to death. Bore myself to death. Looking over the Katani Valley. Take it all in, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. The Redwood Empire. Kelly being appreciator. Look at that nature. Woo! Sonoma State University, my old almost alma mater. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We got to take the next exit. We're on the road again. We're in nature's wonderland. Everywhere I see green. Everywhere I see green. We're on the road again. Here we go, guys. Downtown Katani. 1915, they held the world land speed record for automobile. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on flying, flying that eagle for me, under the sea where we see, Kentucky, you're the place for me, you are the place for me. We need some new vistas tonight. Here we go. We got the old double turn. Do 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 do, ba ba the boo boo boo, boo boo boo. Wake up, everybody! The Roosevelt is always welcome, 24/7. That's it. We're gonna hang a left here. We're gonna be in downtown Katani. We're gonna check it out. See if anything new popped up. I don't think we're going to need to lug this battery pack for our in-town walkabout. I only hit 101 today. Mustard, you're on track, boy. I mean, it ain't going to be long till the ill winds are blowing in no good for winter again down there. In the beautiful town of Kingsburg, Little Sweden, everybody. I highly recommend that you visit if you're going down the Central Valley. If you're going down the Central Valley, Kingsburg is wonderful. Look for the water tower that they made into a teapot. And at Christmas time, the whole valley, I'm going to be going down that valley in early December to enjoy the Christmas season. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on smiling. I don't know what they're building, a stadium over there. What the hell are they doing? Is that the stadium? What the hell is that? Are they building a minor league stadium? The Sonoma Fudge Packers or whatever the hell it's called. What the hell is that? Okay, we're rolling right into Kachati. We should have good signal here. It's like in another world. People got money around here. I wonder if they ever opened that Chinese restaurant, Lucky Gardens. There it is. I guess they did. I guess they did. There's Papa Murphy's. Yeah, well, it's just a good town to visit year-round. It's Christmas time. It's the only city I've ever been to where they pipe music in for 3 consecutive blocks. Christmas music, decorations. It's so beautiful. You go block by block and that music is playing. How wonderful. Oh shit, we got a festival here too. Holy smokes, boys, we can't avoid it. We're gonna see if we can get a place to park over here. We probably can't. We got the farmer's market. You can see some expensive goodies here. We might take a while to park here. This could be a long night tonight. Let's see. Okay, honey's changing over. There you go, babe. Go ahead. Take your time. Don't mind me. Push me right into the oncoming traffic. There we go. Okay, we got a spot right here. How about that? Roosevelt, you are so fine. Look at this. Woo. Get ready. Get ready. Boy, you guys are lucky today. We got festival going on. Let's get on the stick. Do I got a whiz today? I might have to go into the restroom. Oh, man. Somebody said, man, you just never stop talking on your stream. Get ready. Get ready. Yeah. Wow, it's an Cash when we can. Better for everybody. I'll have to claim it. We don't need any more of our tax money right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with this. This is the best we can do on the signal.
Sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water.
We got probably the popcorn. No, I don't reboot unless a moderator tells me to reboot on it. Mr. Fry, shrimp fried rice. That sausage, Chinese sausage, is excellent. Excelente. Xiaobing.
We do almost take a break, but we'll be back. We're not going to wait for
Smash burger. Tatsu bao.
Yeah.
Tatsu bao.
Yeah.
我会讲国语。
That's good.
我会讲国语。
非常好。
好，
你的这个
这个好不好？好，这么好吃，这么好吃，
特别好吃。
特别好吃。我要一个tatsu包，好不好？
可以啊，一个
多少钱
5块。
好，一个5块，这个是我的，谢谢。谢谢你啊！注意好运，身体好，身体好。Chance to work on my Chinese. Tatsu bao. Leave it alone. Straight to the hustle. Ooh, this is hot.
Singing them sweet sounds to that crazy, crazy town. Even if it takes forever, I will wait.
A chance to work on my Chinese a little bit. I gotta find a place to sit this down so I can eat this. I don't really want to put it on a garbage can, but guy's got the real food here. No, it's a steamed barbecue steamed tatsu ball. I only buy it from a Chinese person. I had to make sure it was authentic. Delicious. Yeah, thank you, Kelly. Delicious. I wish I could make these that good. Tatsubo. It's just the right measure of sweetness and saltiness. That was delicious. That's some real dim sum. Here, let's hit that like button, guys. Continue to move around here. Blaming it all on the nights on Georgia. See, this is a much younger crowd down here. Much younger crowd. It's having their cocktails. Now look at how products we got over here. Dips, spreads, and more. Pickled cucumber. Stuff's expensive, as you know what. Pickled sourdough. Sourdough. Corn dogs. $8 for a corn dog. It's a very small little thing here. A lot of beautiful people around. I don't guess there's a Mexican in this whole town. I don't know. Oregano. Red onion. I don't know why they're having starter packs of onion right now. I don't know. I don't know. Well, they'll listen to anything that's coming. I mean, look at this, $4 a pound for tomatoes. Holy smokes, boys. I could have made a fortune with my tomatoes this year. That's expensive. See, $4 a pound for just crazy expensive. Afraid to even see what the corn is. $1 each.
Picture 6 tennis balls.
Blue Watts. $3 a pound for onions. I got to put the Rancho into full production.
Osama, who used to come.
Georgia. pretty weak. Fresh Democrat. People still read that thing, I guess. I don't know. The old Rexall Pharmacy sign. Not much going on today. We'll cross over here. We're pretty signal challenged. Pretty doggone signal challenged today. Yeah, I don't think our signal's the best down here. How you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too. I like your dog. Good boy. Yeah, I think the signal's pretty terrible down here. Sometimes it's good, but there's too many people down here. We got a really weak tower or something. Yeah, we got an obnoxious signal. Some days we get good signals, some days we don't. Don't anybody run over me. We just have to deal with it. Well, we're not going to be here that long. It's like another world down here. Here's the old cobbler shop. I'm surprised this place is still even standing. Oh, that bun was good. I didn't have lunch today. Look at this place. Is bad hatted, wouldn't you say? Half a mile ago, signal. Yeah, it's very spotty here, Ronnie. It's a nightmare. We're not going to be long for this joint. I would have thought all these years later they would improve the signal. But massage. Reptile show at the fairgrounds. Here's the big biker bar, Spanky's. Bikers welcome. Nice to sit out and have a brew. Yeah, cobblers, I guess. I don't know. Like the last bar standing. They had Brothers over here, but that's long gone. Yeah, Spanky's is a good. This is a really bust up bar here on weekends. The end of the beginning, long gone. Hell, they even put a plywood around this place. No, it's not sushi, Elmer. It's tatsubao, which is Chinese for barbecue bun. Bao is bun. Tatsu is barbecue. Yeah, this used to be a cool place too, but they just couldn't make it down here. Ride on the Vine, boys. Birmingham Barbecue Pork Festival. Look at that. General admission, $40. I don't know if I could eat all that barbecue. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know what the hell these boys are doing. Questionable stuff. Women's self-defense class, that's for Kelly. Get Kelly enrolled in that. Look at that ass kicking, man. Couples working with sacred horses. I can't believe there's such a thing as sacred horses. Good Lord. Here's regular. I don't think they're the sacred jobs. They're just the regular horses. You ever feel like you've lost yourself within your relationship? You want to strengthen. Satisfied, man. A day of healing with horses. I'd like to go to this with Dr. Frankenstein. Horses, a journey where the horses are woven. I had to go to one of those things, but I couldn't record it. Who would believe it? Who would believe it? Mushroom Art Fair. Point Reyes Tracking School. Look at that. That would scare the hell out of me. That fair was a bust. Oh no. Flock cameras. Wants to know your every move. Right to City Council today. Woo! That's it, boys. Flocking and rocking. Tomorrow I might record the new restaurant that opened. They got an American breakfast across from the woo! It's across from the car place. It used to be La Texanita, but they closed up. There's the Japanese sushi place. Shige Sushi. I'm gonna try refresh. Oh wow, this. There it is. The Katati Speedway. You don't have any more of those Katati Speedway signs, do you?
No.
Oh, shit.
No, I wish, yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Not a problem.
Appreciate you.
I might have a sticker of it.
Yeah, that's so cool. You probably also it's like so cool.
That's a repop. I
Yeah,
never
that's
had one.
fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but that was real history here.
Yeah, heck
you know?
yeah. No, I don't
All right,
have
thanks
a.
a lot, bro.
Not a problem.
Appreciate
Have
you.
a fun one.
Yep, you too. Damn, I really wanted that. It was a time this town held the world land speed record for automobiles. All right, our signal's just horrendous. All right. All right, we're out of here. We can't get a good signal. We tried, boys. We just got a bad signal down here. Some towns are just terrible. I gotta get that new Streamlabs thing. How the hell to set that up? Yeah, forget it, Elmer. We gotta get the hell out of this town. Well, we're not very welcome with our signal. Let's see. Redwood Cafe. There's a lot of places I should review down here, but I'd have to do it on video. Elmer, I don't even think they know what the hell sushi is in Germany. Just saying. Spanky's Bar. You would think so, Alan, but it's horrendous down here. Sometimes I come down here at nighttime, I get great signal, but there's too many people around with phones today. So we got a problem. And that's the way it is. You know, we tried to make a go of it today, boys, but we didn't succeed. Yeah, I tried, Callie. I don't know if you saw it back there. I had that self-defense class for women in karate, and you might have liked that. Or couples coaching therapy with sacred horses. Only in California. Be right up your alley. Yeah, if you don't get a good signal, it's not worth dicking around. Let's listen to that new battery. Oh yeah, you didn't miss anything, Wine Country. You missed a dog's ass signal down here. Band sounds okay. Oh shit. No, I was saying that how it was. Horse counseling, or is this guy right in the middle of this shit here? I don't know what the hell it, what am I, a genius? I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know, Callie, you can get horse therapy. Horses can give you therapy, I guess, I don't know. Boy, I'm not really a new ager. Ooh, that back wheel sounds bad. Sounds bad. All right, let's hit that thumbs up button. We have to abandon ship. Ooh, guy came right out of nowhere. All right, we're gonna go way down here. It's the only way to get around here. Too many people in town. Senora Di Mello. Senorita Di Mello. Misgive to me. It's a senior 2027, yay! There's the old 8-Ball Lounge. Let's see, maybe we can get out of town this way. I don't know. We're gonna backdoor it, boys. We're gonna backdoor it. Oh, that's too bad we couldn't get signal in there. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Ronnie, I wonder, I thought I checked. I still think they're sneaking that freaking hidden Wi-Fi doing that crap. Go have your horse therapy with your sacred horsey. What a society. We now have sacred horses. Who knew? Sacred horses, baby, for your therapy. We got to get out of this one horse town of Cachati. Hear what you want to do. I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Hey Kelly, what you want to do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. That fits nice into that song, Kelly. Amy, that's supposed to be able to song. I can't believe that wine country, Pebbles. I'm a disbeliever that. I think it's bullshit. I don't mind the equine therapy. I mind calling it a sacred horse. For a while, maybe long. This guy's crossing the street. This guy's gonna be sweet on me here. He's got his plant, he's got his dog, and his walking stick. What's wrong with this picture? If I do. Hey Kelly, what you wanna do? I could play that on the guitar. I could. That's a big flag, I'm telling you, man. It's a big red flag. I don't even know what the hell gas is over here. I don't even want to look. That'll give me acid indigestion. What are they charging over there? 540, 544.9. Not terrible. Cabbage rolls. I don't even know what the hell a cabbage roll is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, it's gonna sound really stupid, but I don't know. I guess it's cabbage leaf with something. Probably give you a touch of the wind. Probably give you a touch of the wind. I think that the boo boo doo boo doo boo boo. Yeah, it's a great song. Easy to play. Stuffed cabbage. What the hell do you stuff it with? I mean, why not put it on a piece of bread? I mean, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. For a mile, maybe longer if I do. They used to have a good fish and chips place over there. I doubt if they're still in business. I don't get down this way too often. Yeah, it's probably gone now. I don't know. What is it? Pizza, Masaka. I don't know what the hell it is. Harvest, pizza. Yeah, I think the fish place went tits, boys. Ooh. The metering lights are on. Yeah, that's gone, man. That is gone. Los Guitaros, Los Tres Guitaros. Yeah, now the signal's good. It was a galette. Don't be a hater. Oh, they're still open Cape Cod, huh? That galette was wonderful to eat. We're on the road again, ladies and gentlemen. Northbound and down. Rolling through the Redwood Empire. Everybody wants a D. Single D, double D, triple D. Would you like to be a D for me? Shit, boys, we're caught in traffic now. Yeah, their fish and chips is good. I didn't know where the hell it was. How did I miss it? I still like Betty's, but Betty's got a bit pricey. Got a bit pricey. That's not bad. That's a $7 breakfast from McDonald's right there. I eat very little carbs. I'm going to have some carbs tonight. I don't eat the whole apple thing. Man, look at this traffic. Man, this county just gets worse and worse for traffic. It gets worse and worse. Oh, fish and chips. As long as you don't eat something all the time, Kelly, it's okay. You know, you don't want to eat high carbs every day. That's the difference. Yeah, but now rush hour lasts from 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Nobody's in this diamond lane. And if they catch you over there, it's a hella expensive ticket. You could have a nice piece of ham for breakfast, Kelly. Have a nice piece of steak. Whoa! Yeah, definitely for breakfast. Yeah, I used Gravensteins off my own tree. There were actually some nice ones on it. Kind of surprised me because it was a lousy year for pollination. I couldn't believe the prices that they were charging at that market. $3 a pound for onions, $4 a pound for tomatoes. $4 a pound for tomatoes. I got tomatoes coming out the wazoo. Hey Tara, how you doing? Wow. Trying to think, Tara, what would be 82? Right at the beginning, a little bit before VH1 and MTV. Give me one song from 82, Tara. Yeah, this sucks, this road. There's too many people. Everybody says people are leaving the area, and I see more people than ever before. I gotta take my van into the shop tomorrow. Yeah, too many apartments caught up in you by 28 special. I'd have to hear it. Toddy was a bust tonight. Not much I could do about it. Please hit the thumbs up though. I tried. sun's dipping down the sky earlier these days. I don't know how many more years that apple tree is going to be hanging on. Just a lousy year for pollination. We hit that rain, it hit the cherries and it hit the apples. So many people that break the law. There's one person in the vehicle. It would be 4 lanes, except they got the goofy diamond lane. So that's a waste. Backdoor tonight. It's just terrible. Spend all that taxpayer money and hardly used, and then people just use it anyway. Don't forget, Terror will be up in November. Kicking off the annual fundraiser. they got the big meat set up tonight. Big meat. Guy's gonna get the Al Pastor going. Take a few things out of the van tomorrow. Like I'm always going west, right into the sun. Wow, dude, you could have gone. I don't think we got mail today. Home sweet home. I'm gonna put the case back on. Let's see what we got here. Let's hope it doesn't go off. Let's see if we got mail. Let's check our blocking. Hello, Rosemary. Yeah, I don't think we got mail today. We didn't have the yard sale today. Nope, no mail today. Okay, no cats. That's refreshing. Let's go look at my tomatoes. The next batch. Beautiful galette. Delicious. The boy can cook. Oh no. Oh no. No. We should have gotten a lot of drying time. The sun was out earlier today. Beautiful. Get them in a little bit. So delicious. Yeah, I've been using that cake dough. I like it a lot. I have a cake carrier too. Our love is alive, do 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 do, and so it begins. Do 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 do. Let's at least get some noodles going. Oh man. I got more tomatoes. And then I see that the farmer's market, they're selling them for $4 a pound. What the hell? $4 a pound. It's the most expensive I've ever seen tomatoes. And they were regular San Marzanos, nothing special. That's insane. Trying to get these damn pears to ripen. I got 10 pounds of pears. Figure out what to do with them. I don't know why tomatoes are expensive, Buttercup baby. I got them coming out the wazoo. See, geez, I hope I got some spaghetti noodles. I don't know. It could be dicey, boys. I don't know. Looks like we got a screw up. Yeah, we got nothing. So I guess we're going to use the old shells tonight. The shells of doom. You best get cracking on your homework. We're going to let that go a while. I got to get up early tomorrow. All right. Yes, I can help. Yes. Yes, yes. Put my genius level skills to work in the service of mankind. All right, I want to have some peanuts.
Sixty-year-old Nahid Nassar has also been displaced multiple times. Told Pacifica
There's gonna be
that
no
conditions
Delilah.
have worsened over the past 6 months.
That broad's a freak.
I cannot even get clean drinking water, which should be readily available. I have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner at my son's home because I cannot afford food. My son earns only about 10 shekels a day, roughly $3 US. I also have health problems, including heart and artery conditions. When I seek treatment, doctors prescribe medications, but half of them are unavailable. And even when they are available, I cannot afford them.
Conditions are no better for the more than 1 million displaced Palestinians across Gaza. Local authorities have
Man, that was a
also
bust
expressed
today.
that the amount of aid entering the territory has fallen far short of expectations since last
Man, that
October's
really sucks.
ceasefire agreement.
To me, bro, 19 Vignani Nice played in Baltimore, probably 39 cents a pound, something like that.
Told Pacifica that despite
Probably.
promises of improvement,
Peter
living
North, how are you
conditions have
tonight?
not improved since the ceasefire agreement took
It's good to see you. We had a total bust down in Katati. They just couldn't even get a good signal down there.
Continues to live under catastrophic conditions.
Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't.
Has not improved.
These peanuts are really
Israeli occupation
terrible, the end of the line here.
truckloads of essential foods and other supplies from entering, allowing only 36% of the aid trucks that were supposed to reach Gaza.
في سبيل الضغط على الاحتلال لفكفكة الوضع الإنساني قبل فوات الأوان.
The worsening humanitarian conditions come amid delays in implementing President Trump's peace plan for Gaza. This week, Trump's envoy and son-in-law,
Shit, that thing fell right out.
Israeli officials. Meanwhile, mediators Egypt, Qatar, and Turkey publicly accused Israel of obstructing peace and the
We'll feed the cats in a bit.
plan by refusing to
Yeah, I know heirlooms
its
are, but
forces or accept a
San
path
Marzano,
towards Palestinian statehood.
$4
In
a
a
pound.
joint statement, the foreign ministers called on the U.S. and the Trump-led Board of Peace to take immediate and concrete measures to prevent any party from obstructing the plan's implementation. Netanyahu reiterated his objections to Kushner, a longtime family friend who once stayed at the Kushner's home and slept in Jared's childhood bed. Also this week, Israeli airstrikes killed around 20 Palestinians, most of them members of Hamas's police force or armed wing. Israel told American mediators it would continue targeting Hamas until the group disarmed. Hamas says those
That's all this radio station talks about is Gaza.
toward disarmament when Israeli drones struck them. For Pacifica Radio, KBFA, I am Rami El-Madari in Gaza.
Settler violence in the occupied West Bank continues.
Wow, you had a hard time finding
A
tomato
Palestinian
plants.
American man named Louis Riddy left his home in Toledo, Ohio.
I went to Imwale Gardens.
From settlers in the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Riddy said his
They had Dutton over there.
have been besieged by settlers for over a week. Riddy and his family are among 15 Palestinians
Less than a mile from the Rancho.
inside their homes without running water or electricity. In response to the heightened settlement activity in the West Bank, U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, said their actions meet the definition of terror.
We engage in activity that is intended to change behavior and to create fear in an individual, an entire society. That is the historic dictionary definition of terror.
I find it a good place to get
So I
stuff.
don't know what else to call it.
Huckabee's comments come as settler violence escalates in the West Bank. The Palestinian Prime Minister's office said on Wednesday that Israeli forces and settlers have launched at least 467 attacks.
Yeah, I got
on
pears like
Palestinian
crazy,
communities
Cindy.
across the occupied West Bank.
They're under refrigeration
In a video posted on X,
because pears don't get
said at least
ripe on the
75
tree.
Palestinian homes and structures were demolished by settlers. The West Bank has been occupied by Israel since 1967.
I got like 10
Nearly
pounds
3
of
million
pears this year.
Palestinians and 500,000 Israelis live in the West Bank. Under international law, settlements in the West Bank are illegal. However, they have been encouraged under the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's far-right government. Last month, Netanyahu announced that Israel would be expanding West Bank settlements, despite deadly clashes between settlers and Palestinians. Settler violence towards Palestinians in the West Bank has only worsened.
Yeah,
since
$4 a
September
pound for
7th,
San Marzano
2022.
tomatoes. Are you
In the
kidding me?
Heavy machinery can be seen destroying homes in the community as helpless families stand by, shout, and watch. In another clip, Israeli settler teenagers can be seen throwing rocks at
I got one
Palestinian
giant
ambulance.
pumpkin.
In the same post, the Prime Minister's
Wouldn't take
office
many
said,
my size
"This
to
is
make a
a,
dozen."
quote, relentless escalation of violence, dispossession, and destruction, end quote. On Wednesday, Israel took responsibility for a February 2024 attack that killed
How do you know which are
5-year-old
male and
Rosa
which are female?
and her 6 family members. Israel initially denied having any involvement with the killing, despite overwhelming evidence. that
Please hit the
Israeli
thumbs
tanks
up
had
button.
been in the area. Following Israel's evacuation orders, Hind's aunt
How do you
and
tell
uncle
which are which?
attempted to flee Gaza City with Hind and 4 of her cousins. As the family tried to leave, Israeli troops opened fire on their vehicle, killing 5 people, leaving Hind and her 15-year-old cousin, Leon Mata, alive.
Terrible.
Leon called the Palestine Red Crescent,
Ridiculous.
where she said a tank was approaching the vehicle.
Everybody's on a money grab.
Gunfire and the screams of Leon could be heard before the call went silent. Hind was the last remaining survivor. She stayed on the phone with the Red Crescent for over 3 hours while she remained trapped in the vehicle with her family's bodies. The 5-year-old pleaded to be safe.
Cheers, everybody. Let's hope the repair bill isn't too bad for the van.
Please call someone to come get me, please. Shall we recite a verse from the Quran together? We'll recite the Quran and say some prayers. What do you think? Good job. You have it memorized. What did you say, dear? Please get me out of here.
An ambulance was eventually dispatched to save Hind, but the ambulance was also fired at, killing the 2 paramedics, Yusuf Al-Saino and Ahmed Al-Madhoun.
$4 a pound is insane.
Troops retrieved from the area.
What do you get, 3 for a
Hind,
pound?
Her families and the paramedics' bodies were found.
Cheers, Dr. Frank. You might as well charge $1 for
Of the Palestinian
Straight Marzano tomato.
that is claiming the lives of thousands of children at the hands of Israel.
Oh, I want a frosty one.
Pro-Palestinian student protesters occupied
I got some dinner coming.
Hall before renaming it Hind's Hall in honor of the Palestinian child. While the Israeli government says it has launched an investigation into the killing of Hind, critics are skeptical that there will be any meaningful accountability. This summer, the
Mel has a statement to Polly. Yeah, but how do you tell the difference looking at it? You got like a bird sticking out or what? I don't know.
In the occupied Palestinian territory since 7 October 2023. That report found that Israel has been deliberately targeting Palestinian.
All I know is I got a big ass pumpkin.
In East Jerusalem. In the past 2.5 years, at least 20,000 children have been killed. Israel denies any claims that it is targeting children. President Donald Trump gave reporters a White House tour today, showing off another development on the grounds, in the helipad, while boasting about his ballroom. KPFA's Christina Onstead reports.
It's so good what we're doing. We should see, because the White House was in terrible condition.
President Donald Trump's tour of the White House's new helipad and ballroom
And then how do you tell?
day after a historic preservation group urged the U.S. Supreme Court to halt construction of the ballroom, while the legal challenge to the major renovation project plays out. The National Trust for Historic Preservation filed the request Tuesday.
Oh man, the ballroom, the ballroom. Oy vey, the ballroom. Remind me not to throw away the water here. We're gonna have some shells. I thought I had spaghetti noodles, I don't. That's a damn lie in here. We want to save some of this water to make real restaurant style. Oh, I can't believe the days are getting shorter. Oh. Oh, yeah. Whew. Yeah, I don't even say like I'm tired of looking at tomatoes, but I'm tired of looking at tomatoes. No, so... Yeah, how in the hell do you tell? You look for the plant that's got the bird out of it or something, I don't know. Look for the union label. We're going to be firing in our Revere pan tonight. Look at that baby. I still can't believe that was a roadside throwaway. Roosevelt, you are so fine. You're a recycling champion. Let's see, I guess we could start like prepping our tomatoes here. Yeah, I don't know wine country. I'm not gonna get down looking at some bird or something on a plant. That'll be the day. Not gonna happen, babe. Not gonna happen. Whatever I got, nature intended to Roosevelt to have. That's it. That is it. Let's see, we're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get some really ripe boys. 6, 7. We're gonna use 8. Picking out 9 beautiful ripe San Marzanos here. I think we still got some garlic. We need to get some garlic this week. I just go over to the junior college and pick chestnuts off the big tree. Trick is you got to get there before the Chinese get there. They know, man. They know. They're right there. They pick that baby clean. They got that big one right on the high school there. Squeeze out our seeds. I don't care about the outer parts. Seeds out. These are plenty ripe, so those seeds just pop right out. I don't care about the skin. Those tomatoes are so good. Then I'm just going to dice these bad boys up. Delicious homemade sauce. Yes, look at this sauce. I'm so used to handling tomatoes. Ow. Okay, well, we just cut ourselves. Here comes another Band-Aid, boys. Back in a minute. Well, I don't like handling a knife. That was a little nick. I'm always sloppy with knives. I don't know. I'm not. You know, I should have used the regular chef's knife. I used a serrated kitchen knife, so that probably mucked me up tonight. To be honest with you, I think I'm gonna throw. I don't want these cats in here. I'm gonna throw one more tomato in here. Just not cautious enough when I'm doing stuff. What the hell that thing was? Looked like a miniature bat. All right, so we got plenty of fresh diced tomatoes there. Well, yeah, don't plant so many, but I'm not wasting them. Look at what I got here. A whole bag of dried, sun-dried tomatoes. I'm not wasting anything. I won't waste any tomatoes at all. You guys are going to enjoy how to make real restaurant grade spaghetti. See if I have a tomato paste around. I'm actually going to use tomato sauce because I don't have passe or whatever it's called. Pasta. I'm going to use that. Pasta. Well, the hands are very delicate, so. And I do a lot of manual labor, so it's an inconvenience. It's an inconvenience to have hands that I'm going to take some pasta water. This is the real key. See our pasta water right there. We need to chop some garlic too. That sun came out earlier today. You have to remember to get some garlic on Friday nights. Smell this garlic on planet Earth. little bit of garlic. I'm just trying to do a single serving tonight. I'm not trying to do a big party size. So we're ready to go. This thing should be just about ready, just about done. So we're gonna drain this here. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. Just to keep it from getting sticky. And you have to toss shells a bit because they have a little cup shape for we're going to set this aside. We're going to get our pan into action here. Show you real restaurant quality. Some olive oil in. This is how you make real restaurant quality. Yeah, we're going to need garlic. Put your garlic in first. I like to release a little bit of pepper and Italian seasoning at the same time. Watch your temperature. Whenever it gets too hot, just pull it off for a second. It smells good. I smell it already. Man, that's already unbelievable. Fresh Rancho tomatoes. Man, I can't tell you how that smells. Pepper, salt. We're going to let those juices work their way out. Pepper went right up my nose. It's going to start building its own sauce as those tomatoes begin breaking down. You see that sauce on the outside is amazing already. If you don't like skins, you can just pull them out. They come off very easily. I don't mind them, it's fiber. Oh, look at how good that's looking. It's all breaking down now. All that glorious tomatoes. We don't have passats. Oh, look at how beautifully that's coming together. That flavor is going to be intense. Intense. And turn that heat down now. Alright. I want to get that a little time to come together. Oh, that's out of sight. That is out of sight. And so that's going to be cooked down enough that's going to stick nicely to the pasta. And you're having truly fresh sauce. And that's like a little bit of heaven. It's very easy to pick out any skins that irritate you. Very easy to take out at that point. Look at how beautiful that sauce looks now. Start working that around. We want to get that really coated. All of that. That's taking that up beautifully. That is spectacular. The way that's taking all that sauce up. Not done yet. The real key is the pasta water. That's the real agent of flavor. Yeah, I got a little bit of splatter. It's okay. I think that was from the other day. It's all right. We're gonna let that cook through. And that's something you would be happy to serve. We're gonna reduce that. And you never have to worry about this breaking on a plate. You can always tell real kitchen-made sauce from scratch because it never breaks. Look at how beautiful that is. Wow. Oh man. That is good. That is good. Now the more we cook this down, the more intense it's going to be. And the deeper the flavor profile. All those tomatoes have just about liquefied, and you can pull out any last bits. All the skins are gone. How fantastic is that? Wow. No onions in this baby. No onions. This is strictly a basic red sauce. We'll get out some of our Parmesan. Come on guys, we're talking about top flight here. No sauce breaking. Wow. Man, that is so good. So doggone good. Yeah, that would be like a $18 to $25 dish at a local restaurant. Because that is fresh and that is homemade. That's beautiful. All right, thank you, Lord, for what I'm about to eat.
The tool for which was integrated with Epic.
Thank you, Lord.
Electronic health record company in the nation.
So we're going to enjoy that.
More than 300 million patient records, including from
No break, no sauce juice running on the plate.
Johns Hopkins,
I'll feed the cats, don't worry.
University of California, San Francisco, and Kaiser. Clinicians say Kaiser has also employed a second, more controversial AI tool.
I've got to feed myself, boys.
Matthew Arts is the spokesperson of the National Union of Healthcare Workers.
Kaiser has begun using its e-visits which are online questionnaires that are tied to digital algorithms to triage patients.
We'll be feeding the cat, don't worry.
Patients are answering questions and an algorithm is making those determinations.
You put a little bit of
should be making.
parsley on the side, send it. That's it.
California Health and Safety Code defines screening and triage as a service that has to be provided.
That's it. So please hit that thumbs up button, guys. Excellent.
And that's not what's happening for many.
Excellent. I'm sorry about the farmers market in Kachati. We didn't get signal.
The San Francisco Board of Supervisors called a special hearing on July 21st to investigate the complaints. Supervisor Cheyenne Chen opened the hearing with a direct statement.
I've heard allegations that Kaiser is using AI or machine learning to replace
it's fine.
judgment. I find this absolutely unacceptable.
It is fine. Look at the way all the skin just disappeared.
Clinical treatment or triage for patients.
Everything just liquefied.
At the hearing, Dr. Jasmine Smith of the National...
That was fresh tomatoes out of the garden.
Another concern.
And they just went right down.
Quality of care for clients of color.
A 2022 study found that a machine learning system algorithm caused Black patients to experience 33% longer wait times because it relied on factors that were closely tied to race.
Kaiser has paid more than $230 million in penalties over the past 3 years for failing.
What a delicious dinner. I was looking forward to this. I'd have that with spaghetti. If you want more sauce, you put a little more passat on there. For me, I like to be light on the sauce, not too heavy. I can taste a little bit of the garlic. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's going to do it for me tonight. Should have been better. Yeah, the cats aren't going to starve to death, that's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Yeah, it was disappointing. I thought we could have gotten signal and spent some more time in Kachati, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But anyway, guys, if you've not hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up button. To Seattle Judy, to Ronnie, Alex, didn't see Shimei here, but thank you so much. Don't forget Friday is Shimei's birthday. Thank you, everybody.